Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. How are you, Tiffany?
I'm doing good.
That's good. You know what I did the other day?
Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know how long it's been out, but did you know that Wendy's is currently having a promotion for the Krabby Patty?
I've actually tried it.
I did too. For the first time, I had the Krabby Patty meal.
Mm-hmm.
It just tastes like a burger.
It was just a burger.
That was a little bit disappointing, but the pineapple frosty was actually good.
Okay, so the time I went, I have a little pet peeve with our Wendy's. They were out of vanilla frosty, so they couldn't make the pineapple frosty.
It's worth trying. That's all I'm saying for the frosty is it's worth trying.
That was the only reason I wanted to go. Because, like, I got the Krabby Patty just because, yeah, why not? I wanted that frosty. I didn't get my frosty.
I actually had a tough day at work. I was like, you know what I need is a Krabby Patty.
Krabby Patty to sop up your tears with.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, okay, let's see what tastes different. It just tastes like a normal burger.
Yeah, the special sauce is just fry sauce.
I'd rather have like Wendy's specialty burgers.
I'm not a fan of specialty burgers. I'm very, like, obnoxiously picky when it comes to what's on my burger. I actually removed a good solid most of the toppings on the Krabby Patty as well.
God, you're so picky.
I like lettuce, tomato, ketchup, and sometimes a special sauce. That's it.
That's what was on the Krabby Patty.
There was also pickles and cheese.
I asked for no pickles.
And onions.
I don't think there was any onions on there.
Well, whatever it was, I asked for not that. But no, yeah. So, okay, I didn't take away too much of it, but yeah, I don't like cheese on my burgers.
So un-American of you.
I know.
Internet, I want to cancel Tiffany right here now.
She doesn't like cheeseburgers. Oh, no.
It is a sin in this country. If you're listening to this outside of this country, it is a sin.
Is it more of a sin that I don't like cheeseburgers specifically because I don't like American cheese?
That's when you put other cheeses on.
Yeah, other cheeses are okay. But cheeseburgers always have American cheese, and I don't like American cheese.
So un-American.
I know.
If you could tell how sarcastic I'm being. Anyways, yeah, so I wanted to actually talk about it on this podcast where I actually tried that Krabby Patty thing.
It was all right.
Which, it was totally out of left field. I don't know why Wendy's suddenly got a SpongeBob deal, or SpongeBob got a deal with Wendy's.
Because SpongeBob's popular and their burgers are square, and he is SpongeBob SquarePants.
But the Krabby Patties in the show were never square patties.
Very true. But that was their thing, is that the patties are square, just like SpongeBob.
Was that really their thing?
I saw a commercial.
I never saw a commercial, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what they say in the commercial.
That sounds so weird. I was pulling up to Wendy's for something else because I just wanted like a fast food burger because I was feeling down, and usually you gorge yourself on fast food when you feel down.
I must feel down a lot because I eat a lot of fast food.
And then I saw the sign that's like, oh, Krabby Patty meal. I'm like, I'll try that.
Did you just say Krabby Padme?
Patty meal.
Oh, Patty meal. I heard Krabby Padme. I'm just like, is that what she's like on bad days?
Yeah, that's Padme on her time of the month.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get a little crabby too, so.
Everyone does. Men and women alike.
That's
People
true.
have bad days.
People have bad days. It happens. Have a Krabby Patty.
But for today, it's a good day for us because we actually have a collaboration.
Yeah, we made a new friend.
Perfect segue.
Oh, yeah. Completely related and everything.
Tiffy, you chat with them, so why don't you explain it?
So, as I do, I was scrolling through Pinterest and saw a really cool looking quest post. I'm like, hey, this looks like something that relates to our podcast, and I totally wanted to bring them in on this. So I contacted Rollinat20. You can find them on Instagram. You can also find a lot of their posts on Pinterest, but it's a lot of people just reposting stuff. So if you look up Rollinat20, all one word with the number 20 at the end, on Instagram, you can find a lot of really cool ideas. They have what they call quest seeds as well as side quests, and that's what we're going to be rolling from. I made a chart of ones that would really work for our content, like would really work with us.
It piqued our interest.
Yes, and since I have a terrible memory, I don't remember which ones I picked. But they've also got like NPC studies and character studies, lists of like pets and villains, artifacts that you can find. And they also have various tables that you can roll from to really flesh out your world. Very helpful page. Definitely recommend going to take a look.
So, yeah, we contacted them.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, can we use your stuff for an episode? And they're like, sure.
Yeah.
And here we are. And so, just like how we did for Of Metal and Magic or anything like that, we have a small table and all that stuff. I'm going to roll.
Yep. Can you please roll a d20 for me?
I got that one.
You're supposed to roll an add 20. I can't believe you got
I'm not
going to
lie.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually hilarious. All right. We got quest seed number 13. The party can see flames kissing the sky as they approach a burning village. The villagers try to put out the flames while guardsmen attempt to find anyone left in the blaze. People cry out for their missing loved ones and bemoan their lost possessions as the fire rages on. Perceptive members of the party can hear laughter coming from somewhere deep inside the inferno. I love the wording. It's very, like, it really immerses you in the
Novel-like.
moment. Yeah.
This is very straightforward, though.
Town's on fire. Someone's laughing about it.
Clearly,
they're-
that implies that,
Inside the inferno.
yes.
So it could be a person. It could be a creature.
Okay, you know what my first thought was?
Hmm.
This person who's laughing isn't the one who started the fire.
They're just excited by it.
Who started the fire, maybe like this person is a rival or close like to them, but they cast Tasha's hideous laughter on them.
Oh, shoot.
That's what my first thought was. Like, he's not laughing because he did it,
He's laughing because he has no choice.
because he failed to save.
Oh, gosh.
That was my first thought.
Okay, that's a good way to frame someone.
But beyond that, I have no idea.
See, my thinking for the reason of the laughing was this town, like, completely shunned this person, or this person just hated the whole town. They hate everything about the townspeople. And they summoned some sort of demon who is destroying the town and lighting everything on fire. And since they're the ones who hate the town, they are now laughing about the fact that this demon is now destroying the town.
That reminds me of the phrase. Have you ever heard the phrase, a neglected child burns down the house to finally feel warmth? Or burns down the village to finally feel warmth?
I haven't heard the phrase, but I understand the sentiment.
It's basically, a phrase where if someone doesn't feel loved or anything like that, they will lash out or do things extreme just to get a glimpse of what possibly it could feel like.
So that's another possibility. But I kind of like the Tasha's hideous laughter idea because it's pointing the blame somewhere else. Maybe
Which is usually a twist we like to do.
we can combine them. Because, yeah, this person has been neglected, not loved and everything, but they don't want to be caught. So they summoned the demon and everything, yeah. And since they're, able to do the magic of summoning, they're also able to cast Tasha's hideous laughter on the person who they hated the most to make it seem like they're the ones who started the fire.
I could see that. Do you want to turn this into a demon fight, or do you want it just the entire village, they like burn the entire village and then we have to have the party to chase after them, or what?
It's a possibility.
I mean, also, do we have the party have to save the laughing person from dying in the fire? What happens if like
Preferably.
they fail to actually save the person, and so then they don't have a lead, and then it's just dead
And
in
so
the water?
they're burning to death while laughing hysterically. That is traumatizing.
What happens if the person laughing is like the perpetrator? Okay, can we give the perpetrator a name?
Okay, so the one who actually started the fire and summoned
Yes,
the demon. and
the
all that.
neglected child.
Give me a good troublemaker name. No offense to anyone who actually ends up having this same name. Now I don't want to insult anyone.
But we know you're a troubled person. We just know it.
Is it a name that people would make fun of this person for having.
No, if we're going to go down the neglected child, just a name. Because anyone could be neglected.
That's true. It can happen to anybody. Ooh, here's a fun one. Honor.
Spelled out like honor.
Honor. The full name that's listed on here is Honor Page.
Honor sounds like a woman's name.
It does sound a little bit more feminine to me, but honestly, it could be either.
Maybe it's the addition to Page at the end that makes me feel
That's
like
just
it's
last name.
But I don't know why adding that just makes it feel more feminine. Anyways,
Well,
what happens if
Honor can be a girl.
What happens if Honor, like the person laughing, is Honor's mother or father?
Ooh.
And so
burn
down the village to feel the warmth and to make sure that the neglectful parent who never gave and wanted to make sure that their parent doesn't get out alive because other people are running out. They tried to put out the flame so they have a chance of survive.
Right.
And they just wanted this person to, like their parent to die.
Right. And part of Tasha's hideous laughter, I think, is that they fall down on the ground laughing. Like
I believe so.
Cannot move or anything. They are just laughing so hard. They can barely breathe. Which actually reminds me of One Piece.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. Because there's a factory that makes fake devil fruits. And they only get like 1 out of every 100 or so that actually works. The rest of them are faulty. They do one thing and one thing only. They make you have the most obnoxious giant grin on your face and laugh hysterically for the rest of your life.
So it's laughing gas from the Joker.
Yes.
Okay.
But everyone's stuck that way. And there's a scene where there's this little girl who's crying because, spoilers, her dad just died. And she's crying. She is sobbing, but she's laughing. And she has that smile plastered on her face because she comes from a very poor section of the town where that's the only food they have. Because that factory just dumps all those fake fruits over there just to give them something to eat because they don't want to give them anything else.
I don't know how to respond to something like that because it's like this is just a spell. And
I know, but that's what it makes me think of. That's just what I'm saying. Like someone going through possibly one of the worst times of their life, but laughing, but like sobbing, laughing.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And so if the party saves the parent from the fire, then like
they can possibly break the spell or something. It's like, what?
I have to wait for it just to wear off because I believe Tasha's is only like not that long of a spell.
Let me look that one up for you.
I mean, we could homebrew it and extend it longer so it lasts the entire time a village would be burning. Because if it's like a minute, that's not enough for like a village to burn and them to perish with it kind of thing.
That is true. Is there like a sorcerer thing where you can like extend spells?
Yes, but only double the amount, so it'll be 2 minutes.
Up to a minute, it says. Yeah.
We could homebrew it.
Yeah, it could also be an item that causes the laughter and like the person doesn't realize it or like it's been forced upon them.
How would a neglected child have a magical item?
The demon.
I mean, we could set up where the child or Honor, we actually named the child. We could make Honor 11, 12 years old.
Okay.
And if it's a sorcerer kind of thing, then it will be she just so happened to be born with these spells and all that stuff and doesn't have to actually do demon. You might be thinking like a warlock approach, or are you actually thinking about like summoning a legit demon?
I was thinking
which then
sorcerer because they're born with the magic, so they'll have it at a younger age too.
Yes.
And then sorcerers can be summoners, can they not?
Yeah, yes, but that's also a thing of like, okay, if the party comes in and sees a demon, then they're just automatically going to point demon caused it, not child, and then they won't investigate further on that. If there is no demon and the father or mother is laughing, they might think them, save them, but then once the spirit wears off, then points to Honor, and then it could go from there. If there's a demon, they're just going to automatically assume demon and not question further than that.
It could be a temporary summoning. The demon shows up and like grants a wish or something, because like that's the contract of the summoning is I have summoned you, now you must grant my wish type thing.
It sounds like we should just make her a warlock then.
Okay.
That is like along the lines of Pact of the Fiend warlock.
Okay, that does make sense.
You
Okay. Maybe innately born to maybe father is also a warlock, but of a different kind, was trying to pressure her into making a pact with something she didn't want to make a pact with.
I think it'll be kind of interesting if the parents are just normal people who just neglect their kid.
Okay.
And the kid just wanted companionship and all that stuff, and that's how the fiend basically found a way in. It's like the creepy horror movies of kids who have their imaginary best friends who don't like their parents. That approach.
Okay. So what I was saying about the demon though is like summoned, grants the wish of not destroying the town. That wasn't necessarily the wish. The wish was to punish the town for all the bad things that have happened to her because they didn't do anything. They all knew that her father was abusive, that he was, neglecting her, and they didn't do anything, so they deserve to be punished too.
Okay, we're about to dive into like somewhat of a dark topic of child neglect and child abuse. Usually in cases of child abuse or anything like that or neglect, children usually blame themselves. They never blame outwards. They always think there's something wrong with them, and there's it's their fault. They're the ones who are dirty. They're the ones who are broken or can't be loved. Children never like to blame others when it comes to that stuff. It's very sad.
That is very sad. Okay, well
that's
that
why
debunks my entire idea then.
I am not a child psychologist, so please don't take my word as fact. That's why there's that phrase of burn down the whole village to feel its warmth.
Okay.
It's because a lot of times if she just is neglected, she doesn't get attention. If she sets the entire village on fire, will her parents finally look at her?
Okay, I have another idea.
Yeah.
She's not neglected. The father is abusive, but he takes it out on his wife.
This is going. I'm so sorry, rolling at 20.
I know. Well, it's like somebody's laughing about a village burning down. It's already pretty dark.
We're trying to not make it dark where the person who's laughing isn't the culprit, but
I know. But what they don't know is that their daughter is actually a pyrokinetic, pyrokinesis?
Pyrokinetic.
Yeah, okay. They don't know that about her. It hasn't awakened yet. Or it's just starting to, and they haven't realized it's her. And then, I named the father, by the way. I saw it and it just works. His name is Nicolas Page.
Okay.
I'm not saying a certain actor with a very similar name is a horrible person. It just worked and I wanted to roll with it. I think
when you said Nicolas Page, the first thing I thought was Nikola Tesla.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a different famous person. I'm going for Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
here.
I know what you meant. I know Nicolas Cage.
I forgot. I should probably name the mother too.
Hey, Nick, if you're listening to this, Tiffy's blaming you.
I don't blame you, Nick. You're an amazing actor, and I love your movies.
Second reason to get her canceled. Go, Aaron.
Allison.
Also, most of his movies are not that good.
I like all of his movies that I've seen. I loved him in Face Off. I liked him in The Magician's Apprentice.
No to Magician's Apprentice. Face Off, yes. National Treasure 1, yes.
I like National Treasure.
Most people like him on that one. But for most of his movies, not that much.
I like his movies. I'm a Nicolas Cage fan. So Allison is the mother's name, Allison Page.
Okay.
But so he finally goes too far and accidentally kills Allison. I air quoted the accidentally. And then that sets off Honor, who's been trying to defend her mother this whole time.
To be fair, usually abusers don't want to kill people.
No.
So
that's what I'm
that
saying.
is a legit, no air quotes accidental, actually accidentally, because they never actually try to kill. They always just go a little too far by accident.
Yeah, he goes a little too far. Maybe he's drunk, because I like to blame alcohol for a lot of the worst in people. If you don't know, I don't drink, so yeah.
Yeah, but okay, tangent. Alcohol just takes away your censorship of your brain. So usually when people under the effects of alcohol, they just act more impulsively. That's their impulsive thoughts that they do and all that stuff. Where then normal day to day, they get those same thoughts, but then they're like, I can't do that here. This is a society.
Exactly.
Under alcohol, you act on your impulsive thoughts. So people saying, "Oh, I did because of the alcohol." No, you did your impulsive thought. You just the alcohol stopped
Normally
you from
they would
censoring
stop
yourself.
themselves. Anyway,
Yes.
tangent
So
aside.
it's not them not being themselves. That's their inner self.
Anyway, he was drunk and he accidentally kills his wife, going a little bit too far in his usual abuse. Honor, being a budding pyrotechnic? No, that's
Pyrokinetic.
someone who does it for a job. Pyrokinetic. Then just explodes into flame. Where's the Tasha's hideous laughter come from? Nope, I lost that part.
Oh yeah, you forgot about that, huh?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
How does that come into play?
Okay. I'll take what you got.
Okay,
I'll run with it. Pass the ball here.
here you go.
That was a horrible toss.
I'm sorry, I don't
Hang
do
on.
sports.
Actually, let me roll a d20 for you. You rolled a 10. It was a mediocre toss.
That sounds about normal for me, actually.
Okay, if we still go along the lines of abusive father. This is a dark episode. I'm sorry.
Hey, we're just coming out of Questober.
Yeah.
We're still thinking a little dark.
Anyways, abusive father and all that stuff accidentally kills the mother. What if that was a week or two ago
Okay.
from these events? And basically, that's when Honor then also, like, in that time frame, worried about what's like her dad might hurt her or kill her or anything like that.
Oh, now that mom's not here.
And that's when she makes a pact with the fiend, becomes a fiend warlock and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And behind the scenes, like, the party's not going to see this, but it would be like around like at town square or something like that. All these burning buildings are burning and all that stuff. And Nicholas is going to look at his daughter, and the daughter's going to say, I just wanted my family to like laugh and have fun. I just wanted us to have like laugh together as a family, you know? And then that's when that effect, and maybe this is like a curse where he will never won't stop laughing unless the party lifts a curse, because that's a spell in D&D.
Actually, there could be a condition that he has to meet that would make him stop laughing. Like, he has to actually
I don't
care about his daughter.
I'm thinking possibly it might be a monkey paw kind of thing, because she doesn't fully think like that far deep.
I do like a monkey's paw.
Where she kind of says that, and the fiend kind of lends that power just to curse him with that, just laughing and all that stuff.
Just twisting the wish.
Yes, kind of thing. And then she would run off, because then the fiend would tell her, I have granted you your wish.
Mm-hmm.
Now you need to go and help me on this.
Now you have to
Servitude.
fulfill your end of the
Yes.
bargain.
But probably phrase it like the fiend is her only friend.
Yeah.
So that would justify the Tasha's kind of curse on the father and why everything's burning. And then, so it will lead the party to then want to get Nicholas to stop laughing,
Mm-hmm.
so he could explain the situation. And then that would lead the party to then, that gives Honor so much time to actually go and like,
Yeah.
be
So
far
they're
away.
going to have to like seriously track her down.
No, I'm saying this might be a longer form quest.
Oh, gotcha. Like a whole overarching storyline.
This could actually be lead to a decent like small story arc, or even a campaign kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually demons and all that stuff, they have multiple people that they have deals with. So then that could lead to a whole cult or anything like that.
She could even end up being the BBEG.
Possibly. It really depends on where you want this to fit in. But I could see this being a short or a longer one, and anywhere in between.
Mm-hmm.
Where, oh, you just have her like run 2 towns over, but that's like a week's trip.
Mm-hmm.
That means you could have a couple small quests along the way on that one.
I do have one thing I want to change. It's not a pact of the fiend. It's a pact of the great old one. Because I'm looking at Tasha's hideous laughter, and that class does give you that spell.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's like a
And also,
madness kind of thing.
The person falls prone and becomes incapacitated.
Oh, so yeah, they will die.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we could have it where it's now chasing down a little girl, and then that is up for the DM to like how far away or how difficult it would be to conclude that,
Yeah.
or if that leads into anything else.
Yeah, you can totally use that to just like string your party along into whatever adventures you wish them to go on.
Because yeah, that could uncover deeper warlock or great old ones plans of cults and all that stuff that could lead into a bigger organization or a bigger plot.
It really can.
But yeah, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that's pretty much it. That was a good solid like storyline quest. We have a lot of backstory on it, but the party can kind of find that out as they go.
We were kind of finicky on the some of the backstory, a little dark.
Yeah, it is pretty dark. I mean, a whole town burning down is also pretty dark.
I mean, if it was just like a wandering lava monster, it's like that's not as dark.
Yeah, but it's also not as interesting.
No, that's why we try not to do that.
That's why we're here. I do have one like backstory, not even essential to the plot kind of thing. It'd be more of a, if you were watching this on a show, it'd be a flashback of the main villain that the party would never see. The reason the town's on fire and the reason she just wanted to laugh with the family is she was walking home one day after her mother had been killed, saw a family sitting in front of the fire in their house, all laughing happily together. And the wish she made was, I just wanted to laugh with my family in front of the fire. Hence, whole town's on fire now.
Yeah, that could possibly work.
And maybe when the wish is granted, she goes a little insane herself and has random fits of laughter. So now she's the giggling warlock.
Giggling warlock.
Laughing warlock? Chortling warlock?
All I'm thinking about is SpongeBob still, like the Wombo warlock. You have to set to Wombo. Anyways. Okay, I guess that is a successful, quote unquote successful, complete quest.
Yeah, sorry we made it a little dark rolling at 20, but
if you have a little bit more of a mature party,
it's
you can run with this. Always find out your boundaries with your players. I will always say that.
Yeah.
But hey, if you put this into your campaign, let us know either down in the comments of this YouTube video, or you could message us at QuestBoardPod on Twitter/X. Let us know how long of a stretch did you make it? Did you make it a whole campaign or anything like that? And how did your party deal with a 11, 12-year-old girl?
Also, did your party realize that the laughing guy didn't start the fire?
Actually, better one. Did the father just die and your party never found out to begin with? And so then you could just
like, oh no, the town burned down. Let's help put out the fire.
Oh, roll a check to see if you could pull them out and successfully save them. They failed. Then you just tear off that page from your notebook, crumple up, and toss it over your shoulder. Yeah, let us know that one. That one's a better one.
Also, don't forget to go check out Rollin' at 20 on Instagram. Lots of amazing content.
Thank you. Yep. If you have a quest suggestion of your own that you want us to make a quest of, either through a seed prompt like this, where it's just general, or like a posting on you'll find on the community board, either one works for us. You can let us know on either platform. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.